Alright, Bluestone militia. I guess Mike's not showing up today, or at least he didn't fucking clock in today. Another day like today, son. Well, I'll tell you, dude, we can't have that gray shift and shit in the army base, on the army recruiter station. I'll take out the pillars, man. Tell you guys to start over, Genesis. Ah, man, I knew it when I saw it. That emotional convergence. And right there, obviously, there's a strong man on the other end of this that has a job, just like mine in the stone mill, when Veer wants to pop up in one of the videos next to me one day, if he ever wanted to. The reality of the station terminal that he is dealing with right there requires the energy and the photon of me being in the properly wiggly squiggly lines for their general relativity. Now, this is common to say that they're going to use tradition on this, and seeing that their numbers are most commonly valued, I'm not going to disagree. For the most part, that's exactly what I do in the stone mill. To say it's not a fascist society, say stonemason isn't general relativity to what? The subatomic gluon particles and virtual particles that can happen in a drawing, or something like a Lorentz transformation. We're renormalizing it to be a stone mill tread cell. We're renormalizing it to be an interview with a cadet. We're really rationalizing the value to make sure that the mass, the V at the top, mg, correlates to their top, because it's pretty dynamic. So you'll get cases where calculus isn't exactly what you see it is. And you get a lot with the bill makers and stuff like that, and why it undermines a guy like me as much as it would a sergeant or a recruiter inside of a situation like this. You get a set like that, and you might have to let a guy out the door. Just like any company or anything else. I walked out today at noon for money problems, conversation problems, and other reasonings. Not just their money problems, my money problems. I have to think about the factor from a stock fundamental failure sexual behavioral function, and those really radically are going to change the output on the decision of where I'm going and why. If anything, even for me, there's this mission-based statement. I got to try other things. You never know until you move into there, and especially if you have a good resume, a good gravity, it carries that emotional contagion or electron avalanche in the factor. Instead of using electron avalanche to short out a circuit, we're saying that kicks the MOSFET switch over. That charge in those areas, and that's essentially a recruiter station. And you want the terminals in the desk to represent the Hubble's constant in a time frame that is this wiggly squiggly line, the approximation of the hedge and the bet under the curve of the statistical analysis of what I can guarantee from this person in 5 minutes, right? STEM, seed, space of exact energy design, there's electrons flying all over this uranium right now. And that's why I would take out that corner of the building, because somebody's full of shit in here. I want to know who. Not necessarily the drill sergeant. Let's keep looking. I'd assume that's somebody doing a job. There are different forms of it. There's when and where in the irrational number of when old Schrödinger gonna murder everybody in the alien spacecraft. They become law, they become ground, they become the weather, that haven. This is where all the demons and shit are living. They're Doomslayer. Yeah. Because the problem isn't the war, is it? It's something different. It's something you see in the stone mill. It's something you see in the recruiter station. It's just some aeroacoustic flutter in the wobbles of how that metal is supposed to be designed on my IKEA form for you as a master mason. Nothing wrong with it. It happens. Most common kids ain't going to miss that. But when the calculus presents itself in irrational numbers in such a way, you have to capitalize on them. Just like you would at the bar, any law, or in the bar trying to pick up a girl. It's that irrational number drill sergeant tried to teach you. Your bag, your shit. You fling it all over the damn place. AR-15 explosion right now. Catch you on the next one, guys.